Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie, keeper of my home. We're in my pantry. So I just finished pulling some bread out of the oven. I make bread every week. I have since our kids were small. This is just a honey oat bread, just a plain bread. And this is a cinnamon swirl honey oat. So you can almost see the swirls of the cinnamon and brown sugar in there. It's my husband's favorite. So I did make these for the week. And so now what I'm doing is I'm getting ready to make some butter. So we were gifted an entire case of cream, some heavy cream. I was so pleased to get this cream because butter, as you know, is very expensive. So being gifted this whole case of cream, I'm making butter. Hands down, that was the first thought that came to my mind. So that is what I'm getting ready to make now. So I wanted to take you along with me while I do it. I have my Bosch mixer. You've seen this if you've watched my bread video. If you haven't, I can link that in my description box below and you can watch it later. So I am going to make the butter in my Bosch mixer. Say that one twice. I have never made butter in this mixer, but you can make it in a food processor. You can put it in a jar, just put a little marble in there and do the shake thing. You probably did that as a child. There's all kinds of different methods. An old-fashioned butter churn, you could do that as well. But I'm going to do it in our Bosch mixer. If you have a KitchenAid mixer, it'll work in there as well. What I have here is these attachments. They're paddle attachments. This comes with just different attachments like you would see in a KitchenAid mixer. So I put this on here, and I do have a shield on here as well. And I have my cream that I've opened, and I can tell you that this cream is just out of the refrigerator. I just took it out of the refrigerator. I think that you can achieve butter a lot quicker if you use warmer cream, like something that's come to room temperature, but we're just going to use the cold cream. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this on high. We have reached the correct stage. You can see there's buttermilk underneath of there, and the cream has formed kind of globs of butter. And this really, it takes less than 10 minutes to get to this point. So what we're going to do is we're going to drain off all of that buttermilk. You want to keep it, don't get rid of it, because there's lots of great uses for that. We're going to drain that off, and then we're going to wash and salt our butter. I can remember when I was a little girl, we lived next door to a dairy farm, and I used to go over there and watch them make butter. It was the neatest experience. I mean, I was a little city girl that was thrown into country life, and it was just the most fascinating thing that I had ever encountered. All right, now that we have all of that in there, I'm going to put all of my butter into a bowl. Now you can do this into a wooden bowl, whatever bowl you want to do it in. I'm just going to get it all into this bowl, and then we're going to get the rest of the buttermilk out of it and clean it all up. If you don't get all of the buttermilk out of your butter, then the butter is going to spoil a lot quicker than you want it to. So you want to make sure you get all of that buttermilk out of there. This is not one of the most clean jobs. It's quite messy. That's okay. Okay, so to get all of this buttermilk out of your butter, see all of that? I'm squeezing all of this out. I want to make sure I don't lose any of my butter. And as I'm doing this, setting my butter down, I'm taking my buttermilk and I'm pouring it off into the bowl that I set aside. You want to make sure you don't lose any of the buttermilk. That's good stuff, just as good as the butter. Okay, put my butter back in here. I want to take some really cold water. Okay, and the goal of, whoops, our electricity just went out. Lost our lighting. Okay, I'm going to take some really cold water, and you can either use your hands to do this or you can use a butter paddle, either one. But you want to just keep shaping and molding this. I think I do better with my hands, honestly. This is a wider surface, but I kind of like my hands. So I'm just going to keep getting all of the buttermilk out of the butter. And you're going to keep doing this, okay, until your butter, the liquid in your bowl is clear. Now I want to tell you, you will notice that I poured off the liquid from this butter into my bowl. This liquid is the water that I added. I'm not pouring that off into the rest of my buttermilk. I'm going to make sure I don't have any globs of butter in here, and I'm going to pour that down the drain. I'm going to add some more cold water. I'm going to continue washing my butter. You want to clean all of that buttermilk out of your butter until your water comes out clean. Whoa. This will take probably 2 or 3 times to do before you get all of that out. You can see your butter is getting cleaner and cleaner as you're doing this. I have 8 quarts of cream, and each quart will make a pound of butter. So I've got 8 pounds of butter that I'm going to be making today. Okay, I'm going to pour this out. Get all of that water out of there. You can see the water is still not clear. So I want to pour this down the drain. And I'm going to pour more cold water in here. You want your water to be cold for obvious reasons. You're working with butter, so you don't want to melt the butter. So I am just squeezing. Now at this point, I think it would be easy to use my paddle. The butter's not quite as hard. It's a little softer. But I don't know. I always say that the hands are the best tool in the kitchen. The most convenient, the easiest, and the one you're most used to. Okay, you can see my water's getting clearer. See how much clearer that is? And I think I'm going to go one more time. It's still a little bit cloudy. Let's pour some more cold water. This is something that's a little bit, takes a little bit of time. But like my mom says, a job worth doing is a job worth doing well. And we're talking about, saving money here. It is something that you are making yourself for your family. And I always have told my kids and our grandkids now that when something tastes really good, it's because it was made with love. And, I know that my parents and my grandparents, my grandmother and my mom and my aunts, whenever they made these things, they made them with so much love in their heart and in their hands. And I like to know that I'm doing the same. I'm not getting anything else out of here, and the water is clear. You see that water? That's nice and clear. So we're going to pour the rest of this off. And now I am going to salt my butter. If you prefer not having salted butter, that's fine. You don't have to salt it. I'm just going to use probably 1/4 to 1/2 of a teaspoon of butter, and I'm just going to work that into, or salt, not butter. I'm going to work it into my butter. Just so that it gets mixed up nicely. Look at that butter. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, it's just amazing. And this is really a fun thing to do with your children because the transformation is just, it's inspiring. It's really inspiring. It's something you can inspire them with. And I feel like if they know and see where their food comes from, it makes them want to know where their food comes from even more and try making these things. So I'm kind of making a little block here. I'm going to put this in plastic and throw it in the freezer. Now you can put this into the refrigerator. Now homemade butter will not last as long in your refrigerator as regular store-bought butter. It'll probably last 4 or 5 days, and then you're going to get kind of a funky smell to it. So the best thing to do is keep out what you are going to use, what you know that you're going to use, and freeze the rest, and then remove it from the freezer as you need it. Now, I'm going to have 8 pounds of butter. I am so excited about this. You can't know. And this is fresh butter. I made it myself. And you can too. It's easy. You just watched me do it. It's time consuming and it's a little messy, but your hands are going to be buttery soft in the end. Now this is what I got from 1 quart of cream. This is from 1 pound of butter, 1 pound give or take. This is how much buttermilk I got. So you want to put this in your refrigerator and hang on to this because this is just as good as the butter. So I will come back with recipes as to what to do with your buttermilk. So there's some really great things you can do with it. So I will show you those in upcoming videos. Fresh buttermilk can be frozen for up to 3 months. If you want to keep it in your refrigerator, it'll last for about 2 weeks. So don't be afraid if you get a lot of buttermilk. You can freeze it and just use it as, pull it out and use it as you need it. Now I think I just might go enjoy myself a nice slice of homemade bread with some homemade butter. Until next time.